I have a lot of Lego, but I'm always looking for more, especially if I can get a good deal on it. And usually you can find some pretty good Lego deals at thrift stores. That is, if someone doesn't get it before you. But luckily, one of the most popular thrift stores, Goodwill, has an online store. I've seen some crazy good Lego deals on there, and today I'm gonna get one. Let's do this. So Goodwill has two different online stores. There's this one, shopgoodwill.com, and then there's also this one, goodwillfinds.com. And this one, if I search Lego, for example, it just sells stuff that you can then just immediately buy. Like for example, this Lego I can add to cart and just buy it. Now shopgoodwill.com, if I search Lego on here, all of these sets are on here, but these are for bids. So you can't immediately buy them, you have to win the auction. So you can see this one has like 10 minutes left. But the best part about this is there's things like this. This is 19 pounds of Lego and it's $28. That's a super good deal. Now, the only bad part about these is that shipping tends to cost a lot. Like for example, shipping to me costs $25, which is kind of expensive, but I guess it kind of makes sense when it's 20 pounds. So on the Goodwill Finds site, a lot of the mixed Lego is kind of expensive because you can just buy it right away. It's not bidding. With bidding, there's no guarantees of how much it'll cost, but with this, that's the fixed price that you'd actually pay. So it's the next day now, which means a lot of the listings we were looking at yesterday have finished, and the one 20-pound one actually sold for $52. So with a $25 shipping, that's almost $75. So this one was kind of expensive. I'm surprised it actually sold for that much. But if we refresh this page, then we have a bunch of new Lego stuff. All the ones that have like obvious sets in them always have a super high price. Like right here, you can see the Lego Star Wars Sarlacc pit, and then we got a Technic bike. And so people bid on that because they see sets. I think the main reason people bid on this is right here, an OG Lego Star Wars set of some sort. I'm not sure what. We got an open box Malevolence from the Clone Wars, and it's already at $200. Lego Star Wars always goes crazy. Okay, so this is interesting. There's the Porsche 911 set on here, and this retail is $170, and on here it's only at $31 right now with $25 shipping, so it's about $50. The only thing I'm concerned about is yellowing because it's white pieces and you can see yellowing on those. You saw those minifigure legs? What is that? Or something broken? But yeah, there's a mirror on this side, and then the other side is missing that. You can see that right there. And it's missing a couple of pieces on top, but the majority of it is there, so that is not a bad deal. Okay, so used, we're looking at about 125-ish. Okay, so shipping on this one is $25, so I think for fun, I'm gonna put in a bid. So how this works is you can put in a maximum bid right here, and then it will auto bid for you if people bid it up. So my maximum bid for this 40 plus the 25 shipping is about 65. So I think that's probably as high as I would go. So if I place my bid and it's immediately rejected, then that means someone else has a higher bid than me. So let's see. And I've already been outbid. So I did just raise the price for that person up $10. Let's try 45. Bid received. Let's go. So I'm currently the highest bidder, so unless someone outbids me, then I get this. And how long do we have? I didn't even see how long this has on it. It has 50 minutes. So we'll have to come back to this and see if we win or not. Since this already has 8 bids and 50 minutes, I don't think we'll win. I think somebody's gonna bid pretty high, but we'll see. So this one is at $14 right now, and these are all from the same set. It looks like, at least. I'm just not sure what set it is. Do they say? Nope. Okay, so I'm gonna try and identify this. So this piece right here, this light bluish gray one. So now we can go to Bricklink. All right, so it appears in 44 sets. It's actually less than I thought. Light bluish gray one comes in 2 sets. Oh my, this is perfect. So out of the 2 sets, the only one that has red and stuff in it is this car transporter. So now we know that this is the car transporter set, which is kind of cool. The price of that set when it came out was $180. And now that set used goes for over $200 on eBay. So that's looking pretty promising. That's a super good deal. There's only one other person that's bid on here. And the reason people don't bid on it is because they don't know this is a set. It just specifies it's Lego building bricks and pieces. Although some parts might be missing, it looks like most of them are gonna be here. And for like a $200 set used, this is a killer deal. Okay, so shipping $17, so that's not bad. Yeah, let's put in 20 right here, and that would be $37 with shipping. Oh, I'm currently the highest bidder. Okay, if I'm the highest bidder, I might want to set a little higher. What's the most I'm willing to pay? We'll do 30. 30 will be my most right now because it is kind of risky because I don't know if the full set's here, but that is a lot of pieces. So I'm guessing the majority of the set's there. The issue with this is the other bidder gets notified, so they might like try to counter it. But since I have a $30 mark, hopefully mine counters that. So while I go on here, the sets especially, people don't know their sets and you can get killer deals like this. So I'm hoping that one works. All right, well, I was busy and both of the auctions I bid on one have ended, and I don't know if I won or not. I couldn't make any last minute adjustments because I wasn't here. So I haven't seen if I won them yet. So let's refresh this page and see what happened. Oh, okay, so I didn't get the car, but I got the better deal one. Let's go. How much did I get it for? 26. Closed auctions. What did the Porsche go for? So my highest for the Porsche was 45 and someone went 46, which is fine because the other one's a much better deal anyways. So if you win the bid, you're completely expected to pay. So of course I'm gonna pay. All right, so it looks like the total after tax and everything is $45. So yeah, if by chance this entire set was in here, I could sell it for like over $200, even though the most likely thing that'll happen is I'll keep it. But still, if it's all there, this is gonna be a crazy good deal. Well, there we go. I successfully ordered it, so now they can ship it and everything, and then we'll get it. I'm still on the lookout for one of those just big bulk things that's like 8 pounds of Lego. This one's just a set, so I want just random pieces for fun too. So I'll have to get one of those as well, but this one will probably come first. Okay, so it's the next day and I'm looking at the bulk Lego lots that expire today, and this one really caught my eye. It's 18 pounds, which is crazy, and it's only $15, which is even crazier. Shipping's a little under $20, so it would probably be around $35, but $35 for 18 pounds is crazy good. The only thing that concerns me is this might not be official Lego. Like, I'm guessing the Harry Potter car and this are official Lego, but the bags that these pieces are in with the little like holes, Lego only does that on a couple of their bags and not every single bag in a set, so that is super sus, and I don't think that's Lego. And none of the other pictures show what's underneath that, so I don't know if it's official or not. So that one is kind of risky. I also found this 12-pound lot, which is actually just buy it now. They do have a couple buy it now things on here that aren't auctions, so I could literally just get this right now for $15, around $20 shipping, and it's just got a bunch of pieces in it. And the fact that I can get 12 pounds for $35 just right now is just crazy. That's like such a good deal. This one does seem interesting. It's definitely got some cool parts, so I might consider this one. Okay, so looking through the rest of these, the only other ones that are buy it now are like smaller pounds. Like this one right here is 7.8 pounds and it's $15, and it is a buy it now, but this one is 12 pounds and it's the exact same price. So I think it's a better deal. After thinking about this one more, I think it's too much to risk it of that many off brands being in it. While looking at this one, it looks like a lot of it is official, and this one seems like it has a lot of interesting parts. So I'd be excited to see what's in here. So I think I'm gonna do this one. All right, so the total is gonna be exactly $34. And just to compare this for a second, 12 pounds on the other online Goodwill store is $50, and that doesn't even include shipping. So I'm getting it for basically half this price, which is just insane. So we'll see what actually comes in it. I'm excited for these to arrive. All right, so my first order showed up, which is the Lego Technic set that I got for a super good deal, hopefully, if all the pieces are in here. So let's open it. This actually shipped quicker than I thought. It only took like a week-ish. Yeah, it took 8 days to get here, so just over a week, which is slow if you compare it to Amazon, but compared to Goodwill's usual, it's actually pretty quick. All right, so in here we just got exactly what we ordered. A bunch of Technic. Oh my, how much did I order? So we got one bag, a sealed bag. There's a bag, there's another bag, and another bag. That is a lot of pieces. You can see that parts of it are like half built, it looks like. And there's also random things in here that aren't Lego, which you always expect when buying from Goodwill. Like, it looks like we got like a, I don't even know what that is, a creepy bird that's not Lego. And then these kind of concern me actually. I don't know what these are, they're metal though. So I'm hoping it didn't like break any pieces or anything, scratch them really good, but there's a couple of those in this bag for some reason. But yeah, it looks like everything else is Lego, and I'm hoping all the pieces are here. So what I'm gonna do is take everything that's built apart and then organize all of the pieces and then go through the inventory of this set and see if we're missing any pieces. And if we are missing pieces, then I'll add them. But yeah, let's start organizing these. Okay, so I've gotten all the pieces organized. So over here you can see all the smaller pieces like pins and everything. And then I have tires, and then this pile of stuff is like knockoffs. The most interesting off-brand though is this. It's a 3D printed Lego part. So there's Technic holes on the side to connect to Lego, and it's like a funnel thing for Lego balls, so it can just like roll down, which I guess is cool because Lego doesn't make that, but I only use official stuff. And then this pile is all the broken pieces, which yeah, some of these pins did not look good. Like, oof, this one just hurts my soul just looking at. That pin got destroyed. And then surprisingly enough, there were actually 2 minifigures in it. This one has a print on its face worn off, and then his pants are in horrible condition, like super cracked and chewed. This guy, his head has a couple scratches. The torso definitely looks cool. I'm not sure what torso it is, but there's a crack. His pants look to be brand new though. I found this piece, which I had never seen before. It's official Lego. And so I had to ask you guys, and you guys came through and told me it was the Darth Vader watch piece. So yeah, I've never seen it before. It looks like you can swap it out and it has studs on it so you can place pieces on it. So definitely one of the most interesting Lego pieces I've seen. So there's actually a bunch of tires in this, which if you look at the set, it makes sense. There's 6 of these bigger front tires and then 4 smaller ones at the back, which is these 6 and these 4. And then the smaller car has 4 of those wheels, which I only actually have 3, and the outside tire of 1. So I don't have the inside rim piece, but I'm sure I could find this inner tire piece in my collection. I have a huge bag of tires just right here. So that shouldn't really be an issue. But the interesting thing is that there's this extra tire rim, which makes me wonder if there's more than just this set in here. And with how many pieces there are, I wouldn't be surprised. So I organized all the parts. So this is Technic bricks with studs, regular system bricks, basically miscellaneous Technic. And then we have Technic panels. And then we have the huge bag of Technic beams. I don't have near this much in my personal collection. So this is just insane seeing this big of a bag just filled with beams. And then this sealed bag I didn't open because this bag is actually a set. And that set is this Lego Gadgets book. So you can make all these little weird contraptions with it. And this is brand new sealed. So this is every single part for that book. So it's kind of cool. This is just an extra bonus that came with it. And these pieces actually did come with the brick separator, but this is like the worst condition brick separator I've ever seen. The end of it has been like tortured. Like that is like, oh, it does not look good at all, but it did come with it. So yeah, I got all of this for $45, which is just insane. But now we actually have to find out what pieces go to the set. Okay, so I went on Bricklink and found the inventory to the set and I added them all to a wanted list so I can check off what pieces I have and whatnot. But what I realized while going on here was that I don't have stickers. Like the stickers aren't on the pieces, so I won't be able to get that. But the nice part about this is it'll tell us what percentage of the set we are missing. So I'm gonna go through every single piece and check them off and we'll see just how many are missing and if we can actually build the set or not. Wow, that took forever to count all of these, but I did it and we're only missing a couple pieces. All 4 of these bags are pieces from the set, including these 500 and something 1x2 pins. It took forever to count these.
84, 85, 86, 87, 88.
The interesting about this is the only spares are kind of just random pieces. These are everything that was left over and not really anything that's specifically a set. Okay, so after putting all the parts in here, I actually haven't checked how much percentage of the set we actually have. So when I go to the top, we'll find out. So let's see, we have, oh, it hasn't updated. Okay, I was about to say 78, we have more than that. Let's reload the page. We have 96% of the set. So 96% of a set that costs over $200 for only $45. And by the way, most of those pieces that were missing, I literally just have in my collection, like 3 long blue pins. I have a billion of those. But the part that I have the least of is actually something I didn't even know came in this set. It's these flexible hoses. So this flexible hose comes in the set, but not just one of it, 12 of it. And I don't have a single one in this set. There's also this soft hose that isn't in it. So what I've been thinking is that the person that gave this to Goodwill probably thought these weren't Lego and threw them away, which just hurts to think about. So I'm gonna grab pieces from my collection and see what percentage this goes up to. Okay, so after putting parts in for my collection, we're at 98%. So I'm still missing 2% of the set. And I've made a lego.com cart and a Bricklink cart to buy the rest of those pieces. It's about $20, which is a lot compared to how much I bought this set for. It's like half of it just for a couple parts, but I want to be able to build the complete set. So while we wait for those pieces to show up, let's open the other package. It just barely came. This is gonna be a buttload of Lego. I don't even know what's in here. This one's more of a surprise than the other one because I knew the other one was just the set. But this one, I literally have no idea. I forgot anything about it. I just ordered it. It's a good deal, so I bought it. Let's see. Oh my gosh, what have I done? So all of this Lego was $34, and I don't know if the camera is doing this justice, but this is so much Lego. I would reasonably pay $100 for this much Lego. I'm not even joking. Like, this is so much. We got parts of like friend sets in here. We got some Bionicle. Yeah, we gotta go through this and see if there's any like full sets in here or if it's only partial sets. £4. All right, so we've gone through the pile a little bit, as you can probably tell. And I found a lot of sets, including this one, which we rebuilt, of course. It wasn't completely like this in there, but a lot of the chunks were together. And then there's some slide parts, which is cool. There's just all these random pieces. It's so much Lego. I found these garage door pieces, which are from a fire truck set. And of course, there's off-brands in the pile. I have a pile of off-brands right there. There's sections of the Lego tractor set, which we actually have right there, that tractor set. And then there's this palace set from like the Ryu Disney movie. And so it's just a bunch of parts from that. I think the entire set's here, honestly. And then probably the most important part, Lightning McQueen, bro. Literally, it's all of the main parts to him except the very front, so it sucks. But we got the 2 sides and the top. I found these pieces, which seem to be from another set, but I cannot find out what. There's airplane parts in here. There's a bunch of big wheels, which is really nice. And then up here, this is all the minifigure accessories and stuff. There's a VIP keychain, brand new. I already have one of these, but this one's brand new, so it's nice to get another one. And there's just a bunch of accessories. And there's a snake minifigure guy, which is cool. And there's even the 2-headed snake from Ninjago in here. It is kind of worn, but it's in here. For some reason, there's a lot of pants. You know, I'll take it. And then the complete Jurassic World ball was in here, but I already have one of these, but I don't have these side pieces, so it's nice to get the whole thing. And then I thought that last brick separator was bad, but this one takes it to a whole nother level. This thing has been like chewed by, I'm hoping a dog, not a person, but it's bad. Yeah, this is a super good deal for $35. All right, I still got a bunch to organize in here, so I'm gonna start organizing stuff into different piles based on the type of piece that it is, so let's do it. All right, well, we got both of the packages for the rest of the parts that we were missing for the Technic set. So it should be complete after this and we can actually build it, which will be super cool. So this is the package from Lego. Right off the bat, you can see there's an Iron Man set. I just got this because I needed to reach $35 for free shipping. But then we have this little bit of Lego and then a whole box for that. So yeah, the only pieces for it I really bought from Lego were these because Lego actually had them. But every other piece we needed was cheaper from this Bricklink seller that I bought from. So I bought from him instead. But we have all these pieces now that we were missing. And these other things are just other pieces I need for the city and whatnot. And then this package should have everything else we need. So just a bunch of parts. This part especially, Lego didn't even have, and I don't have one either. It's like a pin connection with an axle in red. And then just to make this order worth it, I ordered a bunch of CMFs because I just collect these. But then basically everything else is for the set. All right, so I added all the parts we needed. So now this is every single part to that set except for the sticker sheet, which is fine. We don't need the stickers. But it's crazy how I got basically this entire set for $45 when it sells for over $200. All right, let's get back to organizing this massive pile of Lego. Well, finally everything is organized. It still looks like a nightmare, especially in this area, but it is still organized. You can see that these are piles that have just overflowed. Like this is cylinder pieces right there, and they've just kind of gotten so big, they've just merged with other piles. I actually have 2 piles of a lot of stuff. Like there's knockoff Lego here and another pile right there. That's because I started on that side, moved over to this side, and then I ended on that side again. But yeah, speaking of off-brands, there was a lot more than I thought in here. There's this whole pile. I'm gonna spread this out so you guys can let me know if any of these aren't off-brands, but I'm pretty sure they all are. I found these pieces, which are like the Lego mechanic tools. And I know that Lego makes these, but these ones don't say Lego anywhere on them. So I'm not sure if they're a knockoff at all. But yeah, these were all the knockoffs over here. And then there's this huge pile over here too. Compared to my hand, that's quite a bit of knockoff Lego, but it's still a super good deal with all the actual Lego. Now this pile right here is of builds and stuff like that are like partially built. And what I've realized is I probably won't be building these sets. I'll most likely be parting them out because I don't really need the sets, especially because most of them are Lego Friends sets. Now I gotta figure out how to clean all these pieces, which is gonna be just as much of a nightmare. Okay, so I got this mesh bag that has super tiny holes that Lego pieces won't be able to go through. And then I sorted the accessories right here by blank and then prints and stickers. Prints and stickers I leave out separately because I wanna clean them by hand so they don't get ruined. But the blank ones we can just put in this bag and then we can wash them up and do the same for all the other pieces that aren't prints or stickers. So I put the accessories in the bag and then I also got another bag and put the tiles in that. And I'm just gonna rinse these in soapy water to clean the majority of the crap off of them. I have a pile of really dirty pieces right there that'll need to be deep cleaned, but all the other pieces don't really need to be deep cleaned and just get a little rinse. Okay, so I'm just gonna put these bags in here and swoosh them around a little bit and then basically just let them sit in here for a little while at least to loosen whatever's on them like dirt. All right, these have been sitting in here for quite a while now, so I'm just gonna give it a little shake and anything that came off will hopefully be rubbed off. I'm gonna take them out and then I have a little towel down here I can put them on. So now these 2 bags that we washed, I can take them out of this small towel, just dump out the pieces on this big one. And then as you can see, this is all of the accessories and they're still organized. I'm gonna spread those out so it's easier for them to dry. And then we'll do the exact same thing with the tiles. Just dump them out and let them dry. See, I got a bunch more bags now. I'm using separate bags because then I can keep them organized. We can just throw all of those in there. Have all of them sit in there and then we should be able to get through this pretty quickly. Okay, so all of the loose pieces have been cleaned and they've been sitting out overnight to dry. So a lot of them are already really dry, like this tire right here. I don't even see any water on it, but some of them, especially in the Technic pile over here, it's like really piled up. So there's probably still some wet ones in there. I got this pile of builds. I'm gonna get everything cleaned up. I put all the knockoff Lego in this bag so you can kind of see how much of it was knockoff, but still all of this is official Lego and same with all that. So this is my pile of really dirty pieces. And I think what I'm gonna do is put them in one of these mesh bags. And then I have all of these ready to wash, all the rest of the pieces basically that can be washed. And I'm just gonna put them in with those, and then if they don't get cleaned off fully, then I'll just scrub them by hand, because I'm gonna have to clean all of these and those accessories by hand anyways. But let's wash these.
All right, well, I got the printed and stickered pieces right here, and to clean these, I'm literally just getting a wet paper towel and just slightly wiping them down because I don't wanna like wash them and ruin the prints and stickers. So a light wipe with water won't really do anything to these, which is nice. So I'll just quickly wipe these down, just make sure, and then clean. So it'll be fairly easy, and then I'll just clean all these pieces and go through every single one. So let's do it. Well, I got these all cleaned up. I have a pile of stickered pieces and then printed pieces right here. These specifically are accessories. I have minifigure parts right here. But you might have seen during that for some of the stickers that were like way off, like hanging off the edge type bad, I would redo because then I won't ruin the sticker taking it off. So I did that with like this one, for example. So it looks a lot better. You can see that corner that was hanging off still doesn't look the greatest, but it's better than what it was with just hanging off the edge. So I fixed a couple pieces that were like that and they look a lot better. So out of all the sets that were in this Goodwill one, the only set that I'm actually gonna try to make is this Lego Friends set. It was in here and basically the entire thing was here from what I saw except the minifigures. And I have the majority of those pieces right here. And we're just gonna go through all the piles of stuff, including printed pieces, and see how many pieces we actually have to it. And the reason I'm building it is to give to my sister because I don't need Lego Friends stuff. But yeah, let's work on getting parts for that. Okay, well, I got all the parts for this Lego Friends set specifically from this lot of Lego, and we have 84% of the set, so that's pretty good. It should be able to be built. Most of the bigger stuff is there. So now with all this other Lego, I literally just need to organize it into my collection, which is probably going to take forever. I was thinking that wouldn't happen. Well, as you can see, I got all of the Lego organized, so there's nothing on the floor anymore, and it's kind of a relief. But you can kind of see the problem that caused. All of these sorter drawers right here have overflown, so I kind of have too many pieces now. So I need to get a 5th sorter drawer for my pieces, which will probably go right there, and I'm thinking that might overflow too. So I guess when getting 12 pounds of Lego, you gotta have a lot of storage for it, which I thought I had, but apparently I didn't. So now that all that's done, we can finally build the set from our first Goodwill order. And I'm kind of looking forward to this, except for the fact that it's a Technic set, and it really hurts your fingers after building. But yeah, let's build it.
Well, the set is finally done, and this took a long time to build. It took me about 3 days, and the build was pretty easy, and there was only problems with a couple pieces. So for the set, I needed a 1x9 black Technic beam, which is 4 shorter than this, so about that size. And there wasn't any in the pieces for some reason, so I had to steal one for my own stuff. The same thing happened with a 1x11 version. I had to steal one of those too. So I don't know what happened with the black beams, but I must have screwed something up when in Bricklink and sorting out the parts. But that was the only part that I actually screwed up on. Everything else was there, and I have that piece in my collection anyways, so it's fine. The only other parts left over are these two, and I shouldn't have spare pieces because I didn't add those to my wanted list. So I don't know where these were supposed to go, but they're just not on the set, so I'm just not gonna worry about it. It's fine. But yeah, getting to the set, it's actually super cool. I want to show you some of the features. So of course it can steer like a big truck. This thing is huge, by the way. There's a lever on this side, and if I pull that, then the whole front pops up, and then this pops up, which is really cool. And then under that, if I run the car, you can see those pistons moving down there. But the coolest part about this set is if I start a car down here on the ground, I can get it all the way up here without it leaving the ground. So on the back here, we can lower it down with this lever, and it just like pops out. And then we drive the car up into here. And then to bridge this gap right here, there's this little thing. Then we use this lever, so lower this. And then we can drive the car up to that one, raise it back up, and then roll it forward, and it goes all the way up there, and it didn't leave the ground. So this is super cool. But another cool thing about this set is actually these yellow points. So I'm gonna lower this one down real quick, because yes, this one lowers down too. You can put 5 cars on this, and the tiny Technic cars that we have over there, like the green one, fit on here. So I could probably like pile it up with cars. But yeah, I can lower this, and we can push the car up into this hook, and it'll snag, but it won't go back. In order to release it, you pull this lever and it will drop it. It's really simple. It's just rubber pieces. So yeah, the only other issue with it is stickers, which the front is kind of looking weird without stickers on a couple parts. But to be honest, the set doesn't lose too much without having stickers. But yeah, getting this entire set for around $50 is just insane. And I could probably sell this right now for about $200, but I want to keep it. All right, so in the end, Goodwill has super good deals. You just got to look for it. Like, I can't believe I got this set for so cheap, but all of those pieces I bought too, I got for even cheaper. So yeah, it's a really good place to shop if you're looking for Lego on the cheap. And yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And if you want to watch a similar video to this, I'll have a link up here in the corner and down in the description. But as always, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. My camera just stopped recording on that other clip. So we're gonna reline these up now. Recuérdame. Do I have to say goodbye? Recuérdame. I got clothes to fold still too. They're gonna get all wrinkly if I don't fold them. Yo, y'all don't dog on me, but I literally still have honey. I mean, a discount code's a discount code, so I still have it. I'm still on the lookout. Oh my gosh. How loud can they be downstairs? Got part of a hot air balloon. Bruh. When I'm up on Friday night, babe, styling over my way, I can't even think when I can hear you calling my name. Somebody pour me a drink.